we're going to go ahead and get started in ragdoll pose at the top of the mat. So the feet are going to be wider than the hips, maybe as wide as the mat. We're grabbing opposite elbows above the head and we're straightening the legs enough so we feel a nice gentle stretch in the hamstrings, but bend your knees as much as you need to so that you're not killing yourself to be here. Okay, take a deep breath in, feel the belly expanding, maybe pressing into the thighs. And exhale, let the crown of the head hang a little bit closer towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very good. From here, we're going to float the fingertips down to the ground. Maybe you grab blocks in front of your feet. That's an option if the ground is too far away. I'm going to stay on my fingertips. From here, we're going to take a bend in that right knee. Inhale, peel that left arm up towards the sky. Look up over that left thumb. Exhale, left hand behind the low back, palm face out. Maybe you start to reach towards the inner part of that right thigh. Now, options, you can look up towards the sky. Maybe you look up over the left hip or down at the ground. Find where it's comfortable for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky, look up over that left thumb. And exhale, float those left fingertips down to the ground or the block. Straighten out that right leg, take a bend in that left knee. Inhale, peel the right arm up towards the sky, look up over the right thumb. Exhale, right hand behind the low back, palm face out. Maybe you start to reach towards the inner part of that left thigh. And same options. You can look up towards the sky. If that's not happening, maybe you gaze over your right hip or nice and easy down at the ground. So find where it's going to work for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Look up over that right thumb. Exhale, nice and easy, right fingertips come down to the ground, straighten out that left leg, start to heel toe, the feet together. Now, we're gonna come into a low lunge, so if you know you need blocks, grab the blocks now. I'm not gonna have them, but they're there if you want them. Keep the right foot where it is and step that left foot towards the back of the mat. Okay, and right away into lizard pose. We're going to heel toe that right foot all the way over to the right. Take the right hand on the ground inside of that right foot. So the hands are in line with the front foot. The front knee is directly above that front ankle. And that front knee is hugging into the right shoulder as the right shoulder presses back into the knee. We're lifting up out of the shoulders. We're not dumping weight into the wrist. The back of the left heel is driving towards the back of the mat, and the back of the left knee is reaching up towards the sky. We're gazing slightly forward. Inhale. Exhale, nice and easy, lower that back knee down to the ground. From here, we're going to slide that left knee back just a little bit. Start to straighten out that right leg, flex that right foot. Inhale, bend that front knee, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten and flex, gaze towards the back of the mat. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten and flex, look back. Inhale, bend the knee, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten and flex, look back. Deep breath in, bend that front knee, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten and flex, look back. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift the chest, stay here, exhale. Good. Deep breath in, lift that back knee up. We're in lizard pose. And now we can stay just like this. Exhale, press the ground away. Next option, crawl those right fingertips towards the back of the mat, maybe over to the right. Left fingertips crawl forward, maybe a little to the left. Wherever you are, your front knee is directly above that front ankle. If you're with me, you're gazing towards the back of the mat. If you're in traditional lizard, you're gazing slightly forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very good. Both hands on the ground inside of that right foot if you're not there already in lizard. Start to heel toe that right foot center back in a low lunge. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, step that left foot forward, big toes together, heels are slightly apart. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out the spine, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, bend in the knees, bow forward. Okay, deep breath in, sweep the arms up, reach towards the sky, palms come together. Exhale, hands behind the low back, interlace the fingers, remember which thumb you have on top. Take a deep breath in, draw those shoulders down and back away from the ears, look up towards the sky. Slight bend in the knees and exhale. Send the chest forward and the crown of the head towards the ground. So those interlaced fingers are reaching towards the ground in front of you and the muscles in the back of the neck are nice and relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very good. Float those fingertips down to the ground, framing out the feet. Now keep the left foot where it is. Step that right foot to the back of the mat. Low lunge. And from here, right into lizard. So heel toe that left foot all the way over to the left. Left hand on the ground inside of the front foot. Both hands are in line with that left foot. And again, your front knee is directly above your front ankle. And that front knee is hugging into the left shoulder as the shoulder presses back into the knee. We're gazing forward, lifting up out of the shoulders, not dumping weight into the wrists, and driving through that back heel as the back of the right knee reaches up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower that back knee down, maybe slide that right knee back a little bit. Start to straighten out that left leg, flex that left foot. Inhale, big breath in, bend that front knee, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten and flex, gaze towards the back of the mat. Inhale, bend that front knee, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten and flex, look back. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, straighten and flex. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, straighten and flex. Inhale, bend and lift. Stay here. Exhale. Inhale, lift that back knee up. Drive through that back heel. As we exhale, press the ground away. Lift up out of those shoulders. Now again, you can stay like this or take the second option. Crawl those left fingertips towards the back of the mat. And then maybe over to the left, and then those right fingertips are going to crawl forward, maybe to the right. Wherever you are, that front knee is directly above that front ankle. If you're with me, you're gazing towards the back of the mat. For your traditional lizard, you're gazing slightly forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Good. Back to lizard if you're not there already. Both hands inside of that front foot. Start to heel toe that left foot center into low lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Step that right foot forward. Big toes together. Heels are slightly apart. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Exhale, bend in the knees, bow forward. Okay, deep breath in, sweep the arms up, reach towards the sky, palms come together. Exhale, hands behind the low back, interlace the fingers with the opposite thumb on top. Take a deep breath in, draw those shoulders down and back away from the ears. Look up towards the sky, take a slight bend in the knees, and exhale, send the chest forward and the crown of the head towards the ground. So those interlaced fingers again are reaching towards the ground in front of you, and the muscles in the back of the neck are nice and relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very good. Float those hands down to the ground, and we're going to step right back into downward facing dog. So feet are hips width distance apart, tailbone is reaching up or extending through the shoulders, the wrist creases are in line with each other. Take a deep breath in, lift those heels like a wave, come into your plank. And now as you exhale, take that right knee towards the right tricep, and gently we're going to step that right foot outside of the right hand and come into lizard pose this way. Inhale, big breath in, look forward. Exhale, lower that back knee down, untuck the back toes, and now we're going to take a lazy lizard. So we can stay just like this. If you want to open that front hip a little bit more, you can come onto the pinky side edge of that right foot. If you want to take a little bit deeper, you can take the forearms down to the ground, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms face down, pointer fingers pointed forward. If you want to take a crooked monkey pose, you take the left forearm, turn it inward so it's parallel with the top of the mat. Maybe it's off the mat a little bit. And now we're going to bend in that left knee. See if we can reach back, grab that left foot with the right hand and look over your right shoulder at your left big toe. Okay, find the shape that's going to work for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Good. Start to release. We're going to take both hands on the ground inside of that right foot. Find your way back into your lizard with the back knee on the ground. Back toes are tucked. Inhale, lift the back knee up, and we're going to exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, big breath out. Inhale, lift those heels like a wave into your plank. Exhale, take that left knee towards the left tricep and gently step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. We're back in lizard. Okay, take a deep breath in, look forward. And exhale, lower that back knee down to the ground, untuck the back toes. And now we can stay just like this. If you want to open the hip a little bit more, come onto the pinky side edge of that left foot. Let the left knee splay open. You can come down to the forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms face down, pointer fingers pointed forward. For your crooked monkey, you're going to take your right forearm inward, palm face down, and now bend in that right knee. See if you can reach back and grab the right foot with the left hand and then look over the left shoulder at that right big toe. Okay, find the shape that's going to work for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very nice. Start to release. Both hands on the ground inside of that left foot in lizard pose with the back knee on the ground. We're going to inhale, lift that back knee up, and exhale, step right back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, big breath out, lower those knees down to the ground. We're going to take the knees out nice and wide, untuck the toes, bring the big toes together, send the feet down and back, third eye on the ground. We're going to curl those fingertips forward. Maybe we stay here. Maybe the palms come together and we bend in the elbows, taking those prayer hands towards the back of the neck. Maybe we walk those elbows up and in towards the crown of the head. Okay, find the child's pose that serves you best. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very good. Lower those hands down to the ground. We're going to look forward. So to walk the hands in, lift the body up. And now we're going to come into same thing, the feet out nice and wide, the way we started practice, bending in the knees. But we're going to have the fingertips on the ground or on the blocks. So I'll turn this way and I'm going to be a mirror for you so you can see me. So we're going to sprinkle those right fingertips on the ground in front of that right foot. Maybe you have a block. Take a bend in that right knee. Inhale, peel that left arm up towards the sky. Look up over that left thumb. Exhale, left hand behind the low back, palm face out. And now look down at the ground. Now for the birds of paradise, we're going to take the right elbow underneath that right knee, turn that right shoulder inward, bend in the elbow, interlace the fingers next to that right hip. Maybe you grab a towel or a strap to bridge the gap if the hands aren't connecting. And now from here, we're going to start to heel toe the left foot underneath the body, come up onto the right big toe, lifting that right heel, start to transfer the weight into that left foot, and then maybe you hop up a little bit and come down. Inhale, hop up, exhale, come down. Maybe that's all that's happening for you today. Maybe you find balance lifting all the way up. Okay, and eventually you'll straighten that right leg that's in the air, flex the foot, and find your birds of paradise. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very nice. Float that right foot down to the ground. We're going to unravel out of this nice and gently. Float those fingertips down to the ground. Straighten out the legs. And now we're going to take a bend in that left knee. Inhale. Peel that right arm up towards the sky. Look up over that right thumb. Exhale. Right hand behind the low back, palm face out. Look down at the ground. Now we're going to take that left elbow underneath the left leg, turn that left shoulder inward. See if you can bend in that left elbow and connect and interlace the fingers next to that left hip. Maybe you grab a towel or a strap. Maybe you can grab your hands. Either way, we're going to start to pour the weight down to the right foot, come up onto the left big toe, lifting that left heel off the ground. Again, maybe we just take some hops. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Maybe hop a couple times. That's as far as you get today. Maybe you start to feel comfortable and you rise all the way up. Eventually, you'll straighten out that left leg, flex that left foot, pull the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very good. Nice and gently, we're going to lower that left foot down to the ground, unravel, take the fingertips out in front of you, and come down into a nice, comfortable seat. From here, we're going to extend that right leg off to the side. Take the left foot to the inside of that right thigh. Deep breath in, both arms reach up towards the sky, twist so the navel is in line with the knee, and exhale, float those fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, big breath in, center of the chest is reaching forward, crown of the head is reaching up. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Okay, maybe you stop right here, maybe you keep walking, maybe you want to make this a little bit more intense, grab a block or both behind the right foot. Inhale, center of the chest reaches forward. Exhale, third eye towards the shin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very nice. Look forward. Start to walk the hands in, lift the body up. We're going to send the left leg forward to meet the right. Take the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Deep breath in, both arms reach up towards the sky. Twist so the navel's in line with the knee. And exhale, float those fingertips down to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Crown of the head is reaching up, chest is reaching forward. Exhale, start to walk the hands forward, leading with the chest, keeping that length in the spine. Maybe you stay here, maybe you keep walking a little bit. Find where it's going to work for you. If you can wrap your hands around your foot, and that's easy, maybe take a block or both blocks around the foot to make a little more intense. Deep breath in, the center of your chest is reaching towards your left big toe. And exhale, third eye towards the shin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Very nice. Look forward. Walk the hands in, lift the body up. We're going to come into a hero's pose from here. So bringing the knees together and the feet out wide, we're going to sit down on the ground. Now, we have blocks. If that's not happening for you and you want to sit on a block or on both blocks, that's an option. I'm comfortable on the ground, so I'm just wanted to show you that as in case that was better for you. And now we're gonna start to walk the hands behind us, fingertips pointed forward. If you feel a nice stretch in your quads, in your knees right now, you can stay right here. Next option is to lower the elbows down to the ground underneath the shoulders. Maybe start to tilt the head back. And from here, final option is to walk the elbows forward and lower the back and the back of the head on the ground. Maybe the hands relax on the hips. Find the variation of Supta Virasana or reclined hero's pose. That's going to work best for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. Good. If you're on your back with me, get out of this nice and safely. So shift the weight to one side, find your way onto one elbow, and then one hand at a time. Start to walk your hands forward, bring your knees together, shift the weight over to either hip. And now we're gonna come actually into table. So the wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and we're gonna find a pigeon on both sides with a little twist. So we're gonna take the right knee, slide it up behind the right wrist, poke the knee out to the right, start to walk that right foot forward. Now again, ideally you want the shin parallel with the top of the mat here. Most important is that the front knee is to the outside of that right hip. And now again, if this isn't happening with your shin being parallel with the mat, bring it in a little bit. Just again, keep making sure that the knee is outside of the hip. We're gonna tuck the back toes, slide that left knee back, then untuck the toes. Look over that left shoulder. Make sure your left leg is in a nice straight line. Once you see that it is, come forward. And now if you want a traditional pigeon, taking your forearms or your chest down to the ground or maybe staying on your hands, you can. You can have a block underneath your front thigh, your back thigh, or both if that'll support you. To take the twisting variation, to keep the theme of today's lesson, we're going to have the right hand maybe 6 inches in front of that right knee. Inhale, big breath in, peel that left arm up towards the sky, look up over that left thumb, and exhale, thread it through to the right. Take the left cheek onto the ground. We can crawl those right fingertips forward. Maybe we take that right hand behind the low back, palm face out, and this time try and find your right big toe with your right peace sign fingers. Roll your right shoulder down and back. Find the pigeon that's most comfortable for you. Close down the eyes and just bring your attention to the part of that outer hip where you feel that release happening. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. And 1 more big breath out. Very nice. Right palm on the ground right in front of your face. Inhale, big breath in. Peel that left arm up towards the sky. Look up over that left thumb. Exhale, nice and easy. Left hand down to the ground. We're going to shift the weight over to that right hip. Swing that left leg around. Find a comfortable seat right into table. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and now pigeon on the opposite side. Take that left knee, slide it up behind that left wrist. Poke the knee out to the left. Start to walk that heel toe, that left foot forward. Again, the left shin we want parallel top of the mat. If you need to bend it in a little bit, that's fine. Just make sure the left knee is to the outside of that left hip. We're going to tuck the back toes, slide that right knee back, then untuck the toes. Look over that right shoulder. Make sure your right leg is in a nice straight line. Once you see that it is, come forward. Now options, we can take the traditional pigeon, stay here, maybe the forearms or the chest and the right cheek come to the ground. Next option for the twist, left hand maybe 6 inches in front of that left knee. Inhale, big breath in, peel that right arm up towards the sky, look up over that right thumb. And exhale, thread it through to the left, take that right cheek onto the ground. We're gonna crawl those left fingertips as far forward as they'll go. Maybe you take the left hand behind the low back, palm face out, and see if you can grab that right big toe with your left peace sign fingers. Draw that left shoulder down and back away from the ear. Find the pigeon that's going to serve you best. Maybe it's the same pigeon you did on the first side. Maybe it's a different one. You don't always have to practice symmetrically. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, big breath out. Deep breath in for 2. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. And 1 more big breath out. Very good. Take the left palm on the ground right in front of your face. Inhale, peel that right arm up towards the sky. Look up over that right thumb. Exhale, nice and easy. Right hand comes down to the ground. We're going to shift the weight over to the left hip. Swing that right leg around. Come into your nice, comfortable seat. And that is going to be the end of today's lesson. So thank you very much for tuning in, and make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.